Tonight was a lot of fun, and then things went south real quick. I got in the car and headed home. The red eye died on the highway, and I almost wrecked, and a truck almost hit me. Welcome to the channel, everyone, and thank you so much for stopping into today's vlog. Very great video planned today. Finally got some new tires for the Red Eye, which is something it desperately needs. You guys know it as well. It's the first mod that I need on the car before going to race Mike at street speed. These are the R888Rs from Toyo. Now, if you guys are wondering, hey, why did you choose the R888Rs? Well, the reason is because they are great at the drag strip, way better than the tires I have, but they're much better than a drag radial on the street or in the rain, and most importantly in cornering and at a road course. So everything's better about them than stock. The only thing they're not as good as a Mickey Thompson is at the drag strip. Everybody who runs these tires says they love them. So we're gonna mount these tires on the Red Eye today. Those in there, it is time to go. So I've come to the only place I know to install my tires, the Honda dealership. Believe it or not, the guy Rich, who runs the shop, is a race car driver, specializes in Hondas and engine building, and just so happens to be very good, pretty much an expert at mounting tires properly and road force balancing. He's the best in the area. I wouldn't go anywhere else to mount my tires and balance them, as you're gonna get vibrations if you don't understand what road force balancing is and road force harmonics. You're gonna have to look all that up, or I'll explain it in another video. Since I'm here at the Honda dealership, someone brought in their Type R, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at this. So we got a Type R here, and the color is just beautiful. It almost looks like Arctic Blue Pearl, which is the old color from the RSXs back about 15 years ago. And it's just insane how they designed the back end of this car. It's beautiful. It really is. Everything about this car is just fantastic. Look at that front splitter. Just the whole car itself is one of the nicest looking, if not the nicest looking Honda made. I put it right beside the DC5, and everyone who watches my channel knows I love the DC5. I own one. I had a right-hand drive Type R. If you guys are watching this video and haven't seen it, go check out my older videos. So much fun and so much content with the Type R. I absolutely loved it, and if you guys haven't seen it, definitely want to check out those videos. It was a blast to drive. I was always laughing and smiling while driving. You guys definitely need to check them out if you haven't seen them yet. Just finished up at the dealership. Everything went well. Rich did a fantastic job. These guys are phenomenal for mounting and balancing tires. And basically, I had a problem, a little bit of vibrations. Most tires will vibrate unless they're balanced and road force properly. You don't just put a tire on a road force machine and spin it and call it a road force. That's not how it works. So you really want to find somebody who has a Hunter Elite machine. That is the best machine you can possibly get for tires, and turn the smart weight off. You really want to rotate the tire on the wheel. You really want to find the best road force you can for your tires, and it has nothing to do with weight or the amount of weight needed to balance a tire. I'm going to explain this in another video, but you really want to go with the lowest number possible, and they got me down to 9 and 1 in the front and 11 and 18 in the rear, which is pretty damn good. 18's a little high, but anything under 20 in the rear you most likely won't feel. I really wish I could have gotten a little lower, but the 9 and the 11 and the 1 is all perfect numbers. Anything really around 10 or 11 or less is going to be perfect for a performance car. The tires look so good. Finally, some real tires for the Red Eye. So there you have it. The Toyo Proxys, the R888Rs. Look at that, the rocks are just sticking to the tires. They look so much better than the factory tires, but it's not about just looking good, it is the traction that matters the most. Look at that. They look absolutely fantastic. It's time to go for a drive and see how well these tires perform. Got to get them warmed up, do some driving, then I'm going to come back to the vlog here and see if I can use first gear or if it's still completely useless, and maybe I can just get a really good hit in second gear, but we're going to find out. Okay, so I've been kind of slacking a little bit on the Red Eye. I normally do my oil changes at 500 miles, 1500, then I go 5,000, 9,000, 13,000, every 4,000 miles. The last oil change I got was 500 miles, and now I have 4,000. So it is time to do an oil change before I hit the dynos. So it's about damn time I stopped by the dealership and picked up the 040 Pennzoil for the oil change. Gotta make that happen real soon, as the dyno is only 1 week away. All right, so put your comments below. Do you guys think these tires are gonna hold first gear? Am I gonna have a usable first gear? We're gonna find out right now. I wanna see if I can finally drive the Red Eye and launch it in first gear. I just don't think it's gonna be enough, but we'll see. These tires are pretty good, and I was able to use all a second gear like I was not able to do before, so we'll see. Might be able to use first gear with these tires. As long as they're heated up and it's a hot day, might get away with it. Let a little air pressure out. Don't tell Mike we're gonna do a 10 roll, maybe even a dig. So with all the weight reduction and horsepower, it's gonna make it even easier for me to win if I can go in first gear at 10 or 15. It's really gonna help me. So there's no way I would come to New York City without getting the pizza, of course. All right, so besides Chicago, which isn't really better than New York, it's just different. New York City has the best pizza ever. Oh my God, so good. Doesn't this make you guys hungry? Tonight was a lot of fun, and then things went south real quick. Right after I showed you guys the pizza and talked about how good it was, I got in the car and headed home. The Red Eye died on the highway and I almost wrecked, and a truck almost hit me. That's not an exaggeration. I was in the fast lane, the car completely went into limp mode and I could not drive, and I was coasting and everybody was passing me. I got lucky and it happened right before an exit. So I was able to roll up to the exit, throw my four-ways on and figure out what had happened. It went into limp mode, it wouldn't respond to throttle at all, it wouldn't accelerate, it was just idling and coasting. That's it. Check engine light was flashing, all kinds of craziness. It said my traction control wasn't working. I needed to go to a dealership or something. Now, it's kind of scary because it happened on I-95 by New York City, and that's definitely not where you want to break down at all. As soon as I got pulled over into the shoulder by the exit, I threw the four-ways on, I shut the engine off, and I scanned it with the Trinity. Came back U1428 and P2174, something to do with the actuator or the map sensor, or the control of airflow in the throttle body, or something restrictive in the intake. I physically inspected it, there was nothing restricting airflow. I cleared the codes, started the car, and it drove home completely fine. I don't understand what happened there. It was very crazy to say the least. I'm somewhat disappointed that that happened because it could happen at any time, and if I had not had the Trinity, who knows where I would have been or if I would have made it home at all. It's very scary to have the red eye stall out like that right on the highway, and a truck almost hit me because he comes flying up behind me, and there's a hill right when you leave New York City. You go up over this bridge and you come down, and right as you get to the top of that hill and as you're coming down, no one behind you can see you until they come over the hill. So when he was coming over that hill, he had to have been doing at least 75 and I was doing about 45, and he almost rear-ended me. That would have been it for the red eye. It was this close. By the time he saw me, when he came over that hill, if he had hesitated even a second longer, he would have hit me. So that is not good at all. Quite disappointed this happened, and I'm kind of now on the edge when I drive the car that it could happen at any time. I don't know why that happened out of nowhere. Other than that, had a blast. The tires are great, but I want to point out a couple of things. The tires are somewhat noisy, and I don't like that at all. So these tires are pretty good. I feel like the tread life is going to be better than I expected, and the traction is phenomenal. Second gear is usable all the way to red line, no issues. First gear, as long as I'm at light throttle or I ease into the throttle, it won't even burn out until it gets to red line. I actually tried first gear out and launched, and at full throttle it didn't burn out till about 4,000, but it wasn't like the stock tires with the rear end fishtailed. It kind of hopped for a second, then it still grabbed and then shifted right into second, and that shift from first to second squealed, but it didn't burn out all of the road like stock tires. So I'm gonna let some air pressure out and test it a little bit further. These are very good tires for the street. I'm gonna have more of an in-depth review on them, but so far, other than the noise, they're fantastic. I absolutely love them. They grab so well and they're very comfortable. But otherwise, a great day and love the tires. Lots of stuff coming. Weight reduction video coming on the red eye, as well as the dyno video, then the rematch with Mike and his ZR1. Lots of stuff coming, guys. Be sure to check out the store, drivewithhumans.com. Get your key tags, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Support the channel at drivewithhumans.com. Big giveaway on the channel. You guys are gonna wanna hear this. It's very exciting. That's coming up real soon. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, smash the like button, and comment below. What do you guys think of the video today and the tires? And of course, almost wrecking in the red eye. That was not fun at all. Definitely not. Be sure to check out my brother's channel. This Can't Be Happening, all lowercase, one word. Also, check me out over on Twitch, twitch.tv. Search Drive with Humans. Lots of fun after-hours gaming content there. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much to everybody who watched and subscribed. Take care, guys, and we'll see you on the next upload.